everything about me is Jewish, and yet my mother doesn't think I'm Jewish enough.
When I was in Austria interviewed on a program once about my Chinese album, they said, "So what are you doing here with this Chinese music, traveling around?" I said, "I'm a Jewish cowboy."
We're all crazy, fucked up people.
For me, it wasn't as important as just knowing that I had a core identity as a Jewish person, recognizing that, and trying to make my way in the world as best I could.
No question that my Jewish education, as bad as I was at it was very good for me. I assimilated a whole way of looking at law, which was quite different from what one learns in law school.
The people who are steeped in Jewish learning often are not so connected to culture and literature, and the people who are steeped in culture and literature are not so steeped in Jewish learning. So the idea is to get them from different directions to have an encounter.
Concrete, active, practical solidarity, this is what our text demands.
In fact, we became Zionists before we became Jews. Then decided that we have to learn to find out what it means. What is the meaning of this word Jew?
I felt somehow a responsibility as a photographer and as a Jew to explore something about Israel and my own identity as a Jew.
And then, 2 years later, after the Oslo Accords and the Israel-Jordan peace treaty, Clinton sent me to Israel as the first American Jewish ambassador to Israel. And 5 months later, Rabin is assassinated.
We find that in the past, religious conflicts were part of the problem facing humanity. Now there's a realization on the part of responsible religious leaders to be part of the solution.
But one has to go beyond the sense of wrong and of resentment, because otherwise one perpetuates cycles of hatred, which then continue to create injustice and inhumanity, and we have to get beyond that.
In Bosnia, in Darfur, in Chechnya, in Burundi or Rwanda, most of the people I met, observers, social workers, who took a little risk for their life coming there, had the Holocaust in the heart.
I think if we can get to that point where we see ourselves as human beings who are constructing, hopefully, a world in at least certain spots, in certain steps, can be better than the one we had before.